Okay, so I think we've found the problem.
Welcome. This is part 2 of the AMS from hell. We dig deeper into the repair, and the deeper we go, the more we reveal of its past.
We fixed the first feeder, which was assembled incorrectly, so that's been fixed. Spent some time on the internet having a look at the assembly pictures and everything, and I think we've found the problem, so I'll show you what it is. So they're broken, and half that plastic's broken there. And if you look at the pins, that pin's darkened. I don't know why it's darkened, like it's burnt out, I'm not sure. From all the error codes, definitely that's a problem. When they've opened it closed, they've completely destroyed these. So I'm hoping that's the issue. We're gonna find out now. Let's pull it all apart. There is water in here, legit. You can see the water. Now. On these two pins here, one of them's black. So use this steel brush on it. Oh, it's completely. So one pin is black. If you have a look here, it's all corroded. Look at all that, rooted. So this is our problem. It's gonna take me a week to get one of these out of Bambu, at least with the sale that's just gone on. So I can either do that or $2 on AliExpress and get these plugs, and then I can reflow them. Or these guys in Melbourne, they're not the cheapest. Does mean I won't have to wait a week. So even if it's an extra 10 bucks, I'll probably pay it. So I'll jump on their website now and have a look and see if they've got it. Aha, they have one. What we will do anyway is I'll clean it up, plug it all in and just see if it works. This just keeps getting better. That little pin there should be in here in the plug, but it corroded straight through. The moment I went and brushed it, it just snapped straight off. But I reckon I'm just gonna head down to the guys at 3D Printing Gear to pick up a replacement control board, and that should fix it. They're not an overly complicated system, so I was pretty confident I could fix it. Haven't fixed it yet, but compared to the printers, they're much simpler. Like, there's this little control board here, and really you've got some mechanical feeders, got a control board there, and you've got a little control board where that motor is as well, and that's pretty much it. Compared to the printers, they're a much easier fix. Bummer that I can't use it tonight, but that's all right.
A few moments later.
Welcome back, it's the following day. Probably noticed some different things on the printers and looking a bit different. Yeah, we hit a hurdle yesterday, we couldn't go any further. This little board was completely rooted. We have the new one. So let's have a look here. So you can see the difference there. These plugs, and those plugs. So whoever was pulling that in and out, you're quite the Neanderthal. To prevent this happening again, these wires, obviously you've got to take them off when you get in there, otherwise there's a lot of strain on the board. But plugging them in and out is going to create problems. BIQU have extenders for about $5 US, I think it is, on their website. What that means is when you want to get into your AMS, you can lift this out, leave this plugged into the board, but you've got all that extra wire, you can actually just move that, work on where your broken filament is, and put it back in without stressing the connections. So I think I'm going to order some of those because it just makes sense. So if you're in that situation, or you're taking AMS out a lot to take out broken filaments, it's probably a good thing to add so you don't run into this problem later on. I don't think you'll run into this problem if you're super careful, but it takes that one time you're rushed and it happens. But I still think whoever had this AMS before me was a bit of a Neanderthal. Let's get this all screwed in together. Here's our new control board. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna wipe that out. All right, paper towel I couldn't find, bog roll I did, so this will do. I just don't want this next one to corrode like the other one did. So if there's any water still in there, I actually think that stuff is desiccant gel. And there's more desiccant beads there. I'm going to drown it in isopropyl. You can clean off what's on that surface then, and it will at some point evaporate as we try and wipe it off, whatever awful crap that is. That's better. Sure, we'll give it a little bit more. Another piece of bog roll in there. And this is the 2-ply stuff, so not quite premium, but good enough for this. Done. Dried up, cleaned up, now we're going to whack it in. It goes this way. Okay, So far so good. We'll load the top of the AMS in and we'll give it a crack. And there we go. Done. It's installed. Plug it in. See if it works. PTFE tube goes in. Push it till you feel it. Click in, it can't come out. And then you've got your 6-pin plug into either the left or the right. It doesn't matter. Done. This isn't actually on. It's just the LED light on top. I know it looks on, but we'll turn it on now. Okay, things are flashing. Just gonna grab this one. We have this roll, pop this in here. Roller 1. Don't want auto bed level, I just want to get it sent. Now this is a very long run. All we're trying to work out is, does this work and will it feed? I'm not worried if it's gonna print right now, I just want to see if this feeds. We know we fixed it. So this will do its little shimmy. It's gonna bring the nozzle temp up to 220, and then it will start pumping out from the AMS. As you can see, it's a cool plate set to 1 degrees. I'll be talking about these cool plates in another video. Oh, we have another error. The AMS failed to send out filament. Any signs of wear? Let's try slot 2. Let's try again. Check the PTFE tubes inside the AMS. Are you kidding me? Anything wrong here. Hear that noise? Listen to it. It's not good. Let's try number 4. The number 4 moves it. Nope, same error again. AMS failed to send out filament. It moves it. Check assistant. AMS buffer position signal lost. The cable position or sensor may be malfunctioning. Okay, so again, that is lost the signal from the buffer. So it's saying it lost the signal from here. However, we know, because I have another AMS, that this works. This has been tested. It's a working printer. It's a working setup. It's a brand new cable. Check if the bus cable inside. So that's the bus cable. Yep. So we've done that. Okay, so our next step is to check this part of the board, because that could be where the problem is. So we found the problem. Just a quick message. Over half of you watching this aren't subscribed. So every time I say the word AMS, think hit subscribe. Let's get back to it. Following that signal wire, we have corrosion on the back here, and that is corroded. The next step is it needs one of these entirely new control boards. I'm at the point, I don't know if I cut my losses with it or if I keep going down this path of trying to fix it. Got to decide on that one. Welcome back. This is day 2 on fixing this AMS, and we have some chips that have arrived. We are now going to take off the dodgy one, reflow the new one, and hope it works. If that doesn't work, we're definitely just going to buy another one of these boards. I am sorry it's so noisy in here. I actually only have 4 of the 6 running at the moment. That one down there got another broken piece of filament in it. You can see that one's red. This one's doing a multicolor print. This one is printing some more of these little brackets I made that hold this up. This is finishing off some caps. This is finishing off some bases. This just did some swatches, but I wanted this one free so we can test that. So we do have 4 printing at the moment. It is daylight, so we're not in here at night. This is a normal day of printing, because we are ripping through the filament as well, and they're all empty boxes. I'll explain how we're going to do this. This is called a reflow machine. Blows hot air. It will soften the solder on the chip, and we can take it off with some tweezers. After that, we're going to use a soldering iron. We're just going to clean up the contacts, drag some fresh solder across it. Then we're going to drop the chip on top with some tweezers. We're going to hit it with this again, some hot air, and that will soften the solder and the chip will take its place. Let's get into it. I had to buy these in a pack of 10. So this is them here. They come in a strip. We're going to use 1 out of the 10. Okay, now we need to swap soldering iron tips. Now, I would have liked a larger tip, but that's the only one I've got with this new iron. So other than the insert one, so I'm just going to have to use this and make do. We are going to be removing this one here. Hopefully that fixes things. Let's try. Power on. Lift that off. This knob here is your airflow, and there is a fan in the base of this that sucks the air in the base and blows it out the nozzle. And you can get different size nozzles. And this one here is your temperature. You can put it to whatever temperature you want that you feel you need. And that's it. I do have little hands that hold these things. They're up above and I'm not getting them. So I'm just gonna cheat. I'm just gonna use a bit of cloth tape. There is a little divot, looks like a little circular dot up here. That's the direction you mount the new chip. So we know that is now the bottom left. We're just gonna take a photo of it so we don't forget it, because who knows if we get distracted while we're doing this. All right, let's get our hot air. So all we do, we're just going to blow hot air onto here, crank it a little bit. So we don't want too much air because we don't want the air to spread too much past this chip and knock any others off. So I'm just pushing against this chip now. And the idea is eventually the solder will heat up enough that it just flicks off. Right, it's just starting to liquefy. Holy moly. So we saw the corrosion on the top of that. Take a look at the corrosion on the bottom of that. But it is absolutely shocking right there. It is filth. We can only hope that the rest of them aren't corroded like that. So we're gonna get some isopropyl, iFixit kit, a toothbrush. If I can't clean this up, it means I can't stick the new chip to this control board. And if that's the case, then we are truly screwed. Oh, that is corroded all the way into the board. Definitely looks like I bought a lemon. Thing is, when I bought it, I was told that the first feeder needed to be rebuilt. Since buying it, however, someone else said to me, I hope it's not the one that was soaked and wet inside that you bought. All right, so we've got 7 of the 8 are clean. It's just this one here on the end. So now we're going to see if we can drag some solder across it. And dragging solder just means we put some solder on the soldering iron and we pull it over and it grabs. And if it grabs all these little bits, then we're happy. We can put the new chip on top and then just hit it with the heat and it will solder itself on. Heats up really quick, this thing. I like to work on a diagonal. Sorry, everybody. The light is just gonna change for a minute. So we're just going to try and work on this first one. If I can get some solder to stick on the first one, then we'll worry about the rest of them. I'll just explain what we're looking at here. Excuse the flickering light, it's a fluoro. There should be 8 pads. Currently, there is 7 because this one here is fully corroded and solder will not grab. I can't get anything to stick to that pad because it is that corroded, which means the new chip won't go on corrosion all here, it's eaten through. So at this point, I'm highly doubtful that this can be successfully repaired. With that track gone, I don't have the tools to repair a PCB like that. However, I'm not giving up on it. What I am going to do, take the main control board out of this one, put it in the broken one, plug it into this P1S and test it. If it works, I will go buy a brand new one of these. If I put that board in and it doesn't work, then we 100% know there's more wrong with that AMS and I need to keep digging. Is this the last piece to the puzzle of getting it working?
Next episode, replace the main board and tackle the final issue. Hit subscribe and complete the journey.